Stock market news. Today, we will be reviewing the world stock market during the period 27 May until 31st May 2019. The stock market index of Aeon Corporation and Astro Malaysia Holding were high. For the last 2 years, Aeon stock market behaved differently at different points of time depend on the overall market trend. The previous stock market graph is the Aeon Corporation does not get the target of what they want to achieve. Aeon stock market does not increasing frequently, as this company might be early in interesting in their stock business. So, not many investors want to invest in this Aeon Corporation. As the company grows, it continues to face the hurdle of raising enough money to fund ongoing expansion. So, I will let Ms. Alia to explain more about the performance of stock Aeon Corporation.
The Aeon name today is well established among Malaysians, especially due to the associations with the International Aeon Group of companies. Aeon has established itself as a leading chain of general merchandise stores GMS, supermarkets and malls. 2018 marked the group's 35th year of operations. Aeon business models on the premises basically involve the operations of the retailing business as an anchor department store comes supermarket and complemented by the shopping mall operations and its other specialty business such as pharmaceuticals and flat price shops. The nature of business for Aeon is principally engaged in the retail operations of a chain departmental stores, supermarkets, and pharmacies selling a broad range of merchandise ranging from clothing, food, household products, and the property management service of malls. So, let's moving on to the quarter price along of the week of 27 May 2019 to 31 May 2019. According to the Malaysian Stock Exchange Aeon Corporation's Sdn Bhd, the opening price is 1.410 ringgit Malaysian and the closing price was 1.420 ringgit Malaysian, followed by in the next days of 28 May in 2019. The opening price was 1.420 ringgit Malaysian and the closing price was 1.490 ringgit Malaysian. The percentage change that percentage change is 0%, which means it doesn't increase or decrease. Then, in 29 May 2019, the opening price is 1.460 ringgit Malaysian and the closing price for 29 May is 1.470 ringgit Malaysian. The change percentage that occurred is a negative 0.1275. This shows that from 28 to 29, it decreased by the 0.1275. Then, followed by in 30 May of 2019, the opening prices is 1.450 ringgit Malaysian and the closing price is 1.520 ringgit Malaysian. And the change percentage that occurs in this 30 May is negative 0.0136. This also shows that it has been decreased due to the day before. And for 31 May 2019, the opening price is 1.530 ringgit Malaysian and the closing price is 1.510 ringgit Malaysian. This changes the percentage has increased by 0.0066%. This shows that it has been increased of 0.0066%.
Next, I'll explain the market capitalization, which is referred to the total value of all company shares of stocks that is calculated by the price of the stock by its total numbers of the outstanding shares. It allows the investor to understand the relative size of one company versus another. Market capitalization measures what company is worth on the open market as well as the market's perceptions of its future prospect. and it was recorded that the market capitalization for the AION market is at 2.15 billion. That is less than market capitalization in Astro company. Next, we will proceed on what have caused the company for the increase and decrease of the shares. The past year has been bearish for AION as the stock fell of the peak of 2.60 cent in February 2018, bottom out in first week of 2019 at 1.39 cent. It was contributed to credit risk because due to the increase in non-performing loans. This is because of the internal and external factors determinants that could be the mismatch in assets and the liability. Thus, need to understand the nature of liquidity and its effect on the credit risk. Then, having a good risk management and tactical strategies will conduct to decrease the default in risk also will raise the level of liquidity with consequences to decrease in credit risk exposure. So, like the AION companies, Sdn Bhd, one of the retail companies, and need to require of all the details of knowledge and getting understanding of what the organization involved and the process in the business, which is the company risk that will be faced.
Astro stock market for the last 2 years, the graph much more competing each other and the stock does not earn much. The investor may depending on the current inflation. In 2017, the stock market does not earn a huge profit. It might be the factors of trend as well. The stock sometimes behave the opposite way in trend and that's what is called reverting to the mean. So, I will let Ms. Putri Alia to explain more about the performance of Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad stock market.
Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad is a Malaysian leading content and consumer company in the TV, radio, digital and commerce space. The combined strength of their pay TV and Enjoy, their subscription of pay TV allows them to serve 23 million individuals in 5.7 million households, or 70% of Malaysian households. Astro Digital Brands has 8.3 million or average monthly unique visitors across multiple entertainments and lifestyle platforms. Their Astro Go and Enjoy Now cater to individuals' demand to access their preferred contents anytime, anywhere across multiple devices. Their nature of business is production and distribution of television drama program, letting of property and related services. Moving on to the quoted price along the week of 27 and 31st May of 2019. According to Malaysia's Stock Exchange, Astro opening price was at 1.24 ringgit and the closing price was at 1.32 ringgit. This is on 28th of May. The percentage change is 0.0154%. On the next day of 29th May, the opening price was at 1.3 ringgit and the closing was at 1.28 ringgit. However, their percentage change has fallen down to negative 0.0152%. On 30 May, their opening price and closing price was at 1.28 ringgit and 1.35 ringgit respectively. However, their percentage change was at 0%. It is the same with 31st May. Their percentage change is also 0%. The opening price was at 1.35 ringgit and their closing price was at 39 ringgit.
Next, it was recorded that the market capitalization for the Astro company is 162.53 billion, which is higher than market capitalizations in AION company. Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad share fell to a 6-year low yesterday amid fears of potential rising content costs and impact from the growing competitions. Hong Leong Investment Bank research report said Astro expects its content to increase its current financial year ending mainly due to the higher number of sporting events. The group expects the total content cost to come in at 36% of its revenue in 2019. For non-have sports years, content costs would be around 32% to 33% of the TV revenue. The research house said 30% of the Astro content comprised local content, while the remaining 70% consists of the international and sports shows. They also managed to improve its advertising revenue despite the contraction in overall advertising revenue. The research house said challenges could be in the form of an expected economic slowdown, threat of the new players, high content costs, regulatory risk, shift to the digital alternative, and digital television broadcast as substitution for consumer and advertisers. Besides the challenging business environment from aggressive shifts in the media platform from traditional to digital is leaving the company in the tough positions.
Since year to date and the closing value at the start of year is the Astro Malaysia Holding Berhad have changed 6.92%, while Aeon Corporation have changed 2.72%. So, Astro gained a lot of change for the year to date compared to the Aeon Corporation.